Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of this possible series we're all doing, D&D with all us writers. I am Sinus11. Listen, fucker.
I love how every time I say I'll clap you in, and that's how we do the intro, I clap, and then someone immediately fucks it up. Immediately.
God
Someone
damn it.
else talks or something.
That was me talking.
Yeah, but then Willow
You're
also
just gonna have to get used to it. This is Ness. This is how it always is. Just
Yeah.
get
This
It was
is-
you who messed it up.
This is us.
Restart.
No.
No?
Nope.
All right, fine. Anyway, I'm
One more
Sinus11.
mortalized failure.
God damn it, don't interrupt me. You're gonna pay for this. I am Sinus11. I am
So are we doing the
dungeon-
intro now? Or...
God! Roll initiative!
Oh, it's so much fun from the other side. It's great.
God damn it, you guys.
No wonder
Oh,
everyone does it to me.
You rolled 19 on your initiative. God damn it. This is why people fuck with you. Can I at least get through the intro so we can start?
Proceed.
I am Sinus11. God damn it, you fucked me up!
No one said anything. Calm yourself.
Fine.
Not our fault. You messed it up.
You messed it up the first time!
Not this time.
God damn it. Alright.
This is a train wreck.
That's the name of your party, Trainwreck.
I'm okay with this.
It's actually not bad.
A fitting descriptor, if any.
I mean, as far as I'm aware, trains don't exist in the setting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more
So-
fond of dungeons and dankness, but
No.
The name
No?
for now is Trainwreck.
fair enough.
Alright. As I've said before, I'm Sinus11, author of a couple fanfics, including Speeding Through Life. And I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. And go down the list, introduce yourselves, and say the role you'll be playing.
We already did this. Do we really need to do this every time?
Okay, fine. We don't need to do this every time.
But we could.
You could.
I'm ambivalent. I don't mind either way.
I don't know what that word means.
It means I don't mind either way.
Gotcha.
It's just gonna,
we'll-
it's just gonna take a bunch of time. So
This is. Alright, I'll jump in with the recap right away. So at the start of the last session we did, the party got finished with the rest, managed to pick up / kidnap another party member, by the name of Aven, a human wizard.
sure, let's go with that.
They got a request from a wealthy lord named Ross Greatshade, who requested them to clear out his estate, or his newly inherited estate, of monsters that had attacked him when he tried to go into it. Upon arriving to the estate, the party slowly crept their way up to the main building, to where they got to it and heard crying from within. Going to investigate, the party was attacked by a group of 6 Wendigos, controlled by some sort of magic. After a very long and harrowing fight, the party managed to defeat 5 of them, and one of them escaped. We'll rejoin them in this mansion, battered, bruised, but still alive. They want me to mention that they adopted Aven rather than kidnap him.
Also, that his name is Aven,
Aven.
but
I'm
you
gonna
have a
fuck it up.
tendency to get names wrong, so I'm gonna let it slide.
I certainly won't. Watch. See what happens if you do.
Aven.
Thank you.
And Ellyria. I got that
Oh,
one
wow,
right this
you got it
time.
Right.
Yeah, when people yell at you enough, you get it right eventually. Anyway,
I'm gonna pump Willow's volume a little bit because she's a little bit quiet.
yeah. Also, last session we didn't have music, but This time because royalty-free music. Stop coughing! What do you want?
I'm not coughing. You didn't mention my kill count last time.
1.
1. You killed one enemy. You bisected a Wendigo with a dagger.
Good night, sex ass.
Awesome.
It
You
was
weren't
pretty-
even there.
You weren't even there. Anyway, today's music is actually done by Kevin
McLeod.
Kevin McLeod.
Yep. Incompetech.com, it is where literally every YouTube show gets their music. That is not an exaggeration. Everyone fucking uses this shit.
That is true. Thank you, Kevin McLeod, for providing the music today. We didn't have it last session because it wasn't royalty free. So we'll have it this session. All right, we've rejoined the party in the mansion, battered, bruised, but still alive. What do you guys do?
Alright, before we do anything, I should probably go heal everyone as much as possible.
Yes, please.
I have no problems with this course of action.
Alright, so I've got 9 left in my lay on hands. I will use 4 on Aven, 1 on myself,
Yay.
You're treading
Two
a
on
thin line
Ellyria
there,
and
buddy.
2 on Gehrman.
2.
The chunk taken out of my throat has become just a small chunk.
Just a little chunk, hardly miss it.
Just a little chunk.
Yeah, I only have so much to go around. Just getting everyone to 10 HP is as much as I can do right now. Except I can't even get everyone to 10 HP. So,
Out of character, are my temp hit points still there?
What spell did you use?
False life.
False life. How long does that last?
An hour.
Then, yes, they're still there,
Cool.
but they will fade after an hour of time.
Is Zan not talking today?
He is speaking.
He just
I
did.
don't hear him. I hear nothing, though.
do you have him muted or are you just being selectively deaf?
No, literally, I hear absolutely nothing from him.
Hello.
All you guys, but
Can you hear me?
maybe. Hold on.
If you right click his name and
Apparently
get his
not.
volume up and check that.
Oh, I'm on my mobile device, so that probably has.
I think that's just
Here
hold
we
on
are.
his name. Or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she's gone.
Technical issues.
Hello.
She's gone.
She's
gone.
resetting Discord, that's all.
Speak.
I'm back. Please ignore my technical difficulties that happened.
Ah,
a
volume.
lot.
She has volume again. That's good. Okay.
Hello.
There he is.
Okay, good.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing after Bandock gives a round of healing to everyone?
He just said his temporary hit points are going to go away in an hour, but I could really do with a short rest so I can get some spells and also some hit points.
You guys are in a big mansion. You can take a short rest or a long rest.
I get this feeling something bad's gonna happen if we have a long rest.
Yeah, long rest seems a bad thing.
Is there a way where we could
All
take
right.
short rests while one person keeps watch and we rotate?
Could try that.
Short rest really isn't sleeping. It's just an hour of inactivity, relaxing.
Yeah, just getting your breath back kind of thing.
Yeah.
We would probably want to post a watch if we did do a long rest, though.
You
Yeah.
would. And long rest is 8 hours of total downtime, at least 6 hours of sleeping, and you can have 2 hours of watch time.
That said, those things were pretty quick and pretty stealthy. If the person on watch doesn't spot it, then someone gets taken.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say stick to a short rest.
Well,
I'm
that
inclined
that
to
depends
agree.
on where you take your long rest. All you guys have been to is a single room, part of the second floor, and the foyer of the first floor.
I say we go back up to that sort of patio area on the second floor outside where we got in from. That'll leave us with much less avenues of approach that they can use. Or at least we'll have a better view of them.
Seems logical to me.
All right.
suppose we could take a quick look around and see if there's any better rooms, but I don't feel confident about that beyond,
Well, yeah.
the fact that there might
With
not
an
be any
empty
better
spell
ones.
slot?
I mean, if you want to
But-
go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah, Willow, you're down 1 spell slot from your Hunter's Mark earlier. And Casey, you can heal yourself for 4 hit points. Zan, you can heal yourself for 2, since I have invested those lay on hand points in you.
Okay.
Oh, you're just dumping all of them? Or...
Yeah, I've dumped all 9 I had remaining. It's not like I'm going to get more effective if you're more damaged.
Oh, fair enough. I mean,
And while we're hanging around here, I'd like to spend my sorcery points to get back 2 spell slots.
All right, you can go ahead and do that.
alright, well...
I mean, if you guys want to go back out to the patio, go ahead.
Anything else to do, that might be the best course of option. Excuse me.
Action, yes. Quick note. It's getting very close to nighttime right now.
We should probably go inside.
Sun is setting. Oh, the sun's set at this point, and it's still like at that sort of dim light where you can see Willow or Ellyria. You can see pretty well with your dark vision, but it's getting to the point, and there's no like man-made lights around here. Well, there's like empty torch places where candles could be lit,
Sconces.
torches could be put. Sconces, yeah.
Let's get inside. Let's get a permanent light source going, and I'll cast light on my spell crystal thing.
Your focus.
Yeah, so that we have
Alright.
something.
So you cast light, and it illuminates the rest of the area around you. As it does, since you're on the bottom floor, you see a couple rooms going off, a central area around a fireplace where a few couches, a table. You see a path that might lead into a kitchen, and you see if you go back into reference photos, you'll see the foyer area. You see stairs leading up to the second floor, and you also see stairs leading down into what you think might be a basement.
Oh, good. Creepy basement.
Well, I mean, on the one hand, the basement is actually kind of defensible, since there's generally very limited options for entering.
Exiting, though.
Also true.
Exit.
So I
On the other
suppose it
hand, there
depends
could
on,
be
do we
treasure down
think
there.
There could be. There could also be an exit into those mines down there.
That's a very good point.
Hell, it could be a necromancer's lab
Penthouse.
or some shit.
Right, yeah, let's rest and then check everywhere else before we go into the basement.
All right, so you guys are
Miss
taking a
Indy?
short rest?
There and see what we can find.
Let's just give that a couple of moments, why don't we? So we're better shape.
All right. So, after a bit of discussing, the party decides to take a short little rest. Where exactly are you taking the short rest? Because all of you can keep watch during a short rest. It's just time of chilling and not doing anything intensive. Reading books, relaxing, eating.
Hit points will we
Okay.
heal during this time?
For a short rest, you're going to hit a button on D&D Beyond that says short rest, and you have things called hit dice, and what you'll do is you'll mark off how many hit dice you want to use, and then roll, and then whatever you roll, you get that health back, but you lose those hit dice until you take a long rest and gain them back.
So I roll. Shall we roll then?
That depends. You're gonna hit the short rest button, and then well, yeah, hit the short rest button, and then go ahead and roll.
Well, I don't need to use hit dice because I'm full again. So thanks for that.
Yeah. So just mark off how many you want to use. Hit the short rest button and then roll in the chat.
It says mine is a D6 plus 1. Do I apply that modifier?
Yes, but just in general. Well,
Okay, so
yeah, a D6
do
plus
that.
1. That would be your modifier for the thing.
All right, I'm going to just use 1 hit die then.
All right, go ahead and roll that, and then add that to your hit point.
Gain recovery and
Ooh, nice.
2 slots back. I think.
It should say.
Double checking.
What do we use hit die for again?
Regenerating health on a short rest.
Okay, I'm
Alright,
going
that's
to
I get
apologize
one
in
spell back.
advance to everyone because I'm a complete and utter noob at this. So I'm having trouble here.
All right, I'll help you along.
You'll get it from me.
So,
My
as a rain, you use both your hit dice. All right, so go ahead and roll 2d10 plus 2, and then that's how many hit points you regain. Oh yeah, I'm gonna mute the chat real quick so you don't constantly get pinged. Okay, so you go to full health.
Sweet.
I feel like I fucked up here. Because, yeah, I only get 1 spell back from that. So that was a mistake.
my temp hit points are gone, right?
After the short rest, yes, they are.
Thought so.
Of interest happen while we're taking our short rest.
Make a perception check.
Who? Just...
All of you.
Do I regain a spell slot?
You
As
used
a
sorcery points, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you would. You just mark that as regained.
No, what I mean is I used 2 sorcery points to get back 2 of my 3 slots, but from a short rest, do I get another slot back?
Oh, no, that's a wizard thing. That's a wizard
Oh,
ability.
okay.
Arcane
Yeah.
recovery.
So you have 2 of your slots back.
Okay, cool. Still good.
Man, sorcery sounds way better than being a wizard right now.
Yeah. Bandock, just tell me what you roll when you roll it.
Right, 9.
Evan.
All right. You don't see anything. He rolled a 5.
Hmm.
All right, Zan.
And
Wow,
forever.
not a roll higher than 11.
Wonderful.
You see a couple animals going through, but it's getting really dark.
Can we get a
outside.
perception check for Devlin?
Sure. Hold on.
Oh boy.
All right, companions. Devlin, he has advantage on perception checks and +3. All right, first roll is a total of 11. Second roll is a total of 5. So,
Really hit the range
it out.
there.
I'll use his passive perception of 13. And he has dark vision for 60 feet. So, Ellyria, Devlin mentally communicates to you some images of various animals moving around: deer, a couple squirrels, a fat raccoon.
He's hungry.
A raccoon in the
raccoon.
snowy mountains.
By all means, do an insight check on a fucking raccoon.
I mean, there's a big house here. It probably has plenty of stuff to scavenge.
It does.
It isn't.
That's why it's fat.
That is true.
Learned about this.
Alright, that's...
Moon out when he shouldn't be.
What?
Okay, I think we're
I mean-
obsessing a bit over the raccoon.
You might not be.
Let's move on.
Raccoons.
Little did they know.
This is why I hate you. We're taking
All
a
right.
short rest. We see nothing of
You've
interest.
taken a short rest. You see nothing of interest except a couple animals. During the short rest, you guys went off in a pair and checked where the Wendigo managed to escape from. Its tracks have been covered up by snow at this point, but it fleed from it flew it
Fled.
there we go. I'm a writer. It fled from Aven, correct? If I'm remembering correctly,
Who's
and
that?
went out. Aven.
Fantasy names.
Aven. It fled from you, correct?
Yes. Yes, it did.
All right.
Did the glowy
So,
eye thing, and then it went whoo, and it was gone.
It went woo. So you managed
Wait for
to
this.
find some of its tracks. As it fled out the window, it double backed around the front of the house and headed off towards the west in the direction of the mines.
Oh, shocker.
Of course it would.
Of course it did.
What a surprise that the place marked with danger, danger, don't go in here is the place where the monsters come from.
Up.
It's really not that
Wendigo's
much.
underground is admittedly a bit of an odd one.
Well, go ahead and make a either a history or a religion check, Bandock, and depending on what you get, I'll tell you some lore about Wendigos.
Alright, could be useful.
Nine,
Or, not.
or you roll a 9 total.
Can I make a history check?
Sure, but you're the only other person who can do it.
All right.
Yeah, not the scholar guy. That would be stupid.
Is there a way I can go after the fat raccoon?
I mean, we haven't eaten.
Oh, good.
10. Okay, that's a little better.
Savage, we're not going to eat him. I'm
A
keeping
10
him.
A 10 is what you needed. So
Ellyria.
for a little bit of information. So both of you with Bandock's, what's your intelligence?
My intelligence. My intelligence is 10.
With your 10 intelligence and your roll, you two managed to piece together that from your knowledges of history and religion that a Wendigo is a creature born of cannibalism and curse. So whose mic is Jesus
That'll
Christ?
be fine.
Please stop.
What happened?
I hear so much feedback and shh.
It's not feedback, it's futzing with the mic.
I wasn't touching it at all. I don't know what's going on. My apologies.
All right, I'll continue then. So you piece together that Wendigos are creatures born from humanoids that were driven to cannibalism in certain parts of the world. There it is again! Are you moving?
Shifting slightly, but
We hear everything.
oh, good.
So Wendigos are born from humanoids who have resorted to cannibalism to survive. You also piece together that they can also be created from curses, spirits possessing the bodies of humanoids. But cannibalism is the main way that they're born, created.
Okay.
And
They're either evil or born out of desperation.
it's a mixture of both, because Wendigos, upon becoming Wendigo, they live in a constant state of never-ending hunger. Gluttonous, never-ending hunger.
So it's looking like, well, my first instinct is to say that some miners got trapped down there and had to resort to eating each other to survive.
Wow,
But
that is
My
a
heart just
keen
did it
insight.
too.
It's almost
Shot
like
me
you
in the
read the
heart.
plot
Thank
summary
you. Thank you for that.
somewhere.
Hold of my arrows. When did you do that, Bandock?
Pardon?
Shot me in the heart. It hurts.
I'm very confused right now.
I am too.
I am too.
That makes 3.
What's going on?
All right, Ellyria, you said you wanted to check out the fat raccoon.
Ellyria, please stop hoarding animals.
By all means, step out into the dark forest and check out a fat raccoon.
Excuse me.
Please, I'm begging you, make my day.
Oh, let's do this.
All right.
Oh, Ellyria, I swear to Tamora.
The children's dice game at me.
I might. Don't tempt me.
Hold on, I'm rolling.
Oh, sweet Tamora, please.
That's a lot of dice. And that's a lot of ones. All right, so
Oh,
Oh,
sweet
no.
Tamora, no.
Did you get a pack of cursed dice? Did you do this?
I had Will Wheaton, bless them.
I hate you.
The average of Will Wheaton's dice rolls is 7. So anyway, you confidently walk out into the snow, going to make an animal friend. Hold on.
I'm just putting this down in advance.
Really? Really? How fucked we are, Chex?
I'm
mean,
just
he's
being
not wrong.
realistic.
He's not wrong.
The raccoon.
Really,
not what you say.
you really aren't.
This raccoon is going to fucking die. Somehow.
I maintain it's gonna survive, but we're gonna die.
What becomes of my new raccoon friend? Hush.
All right. So,
Oh, well, that's lovely sound right there.
as you start to approach the raccoon, sort of looks up at you from where it was in the snow, and sort of gives you like a weird side tilted to the head look. And I don't know what sound raccoons make besides hissing.
Chatter.
It looked like it like
Whoa.
chatters at you a bit, and yeah, it looks pretty thick for a raccoon.
Is that
Okay.
thick with 2 C's?
That's a
Oh.
thick with 2 C's, boy.
Thanks for that. Yep.
Okay, can I give him some food?
Certainly. You take out some of your rations and
Does he look like he needs food?
and you hand it over to the
Question me here.
raccoon.
I'm the ranger.
You hand the raccoon. You're going to need to make 2 checks for me. Make an animal handling check and an investigation check.
Okay. Animal handling +3.
Does raccoon have 2 C's? We don't have them here, so I have no idea.
Was that your animal handling check?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes.
a 22.
Yes, it has 2 C's.
All right. So
Always
22 for the
succeeds.
animal handling, and go ahead and make an investigation check.
Team.
15. All right. So you hand out the food, making soft noises, being like, "Come here, buddy. Come here." Or if you want to say something specific, go ahead. And the raccoon walks up to you. It gets up on its 2 legs and reaches out with its tiny little hands and grabs the food and just starts to eat it. Didn't bite you. It seems pretty weirdly friendly for a raccoon. Though
Smiling like a fool.
you are smiling like a fool, and as you watch it eat the food, you see something within its eyes. It's very faint, but since you have dark vision, you can see it pretty well.
What is it?
And it's just past
About
the
the raccoon.
it's just past like the crust. There's still a barely bit of light left, and you can just barely see color before pretty much everywhere goes pitch black. You see a very, very faint glimmer
Color.
of color
Of
in
what?
its eyes.
Color.
The same color that took over the Wendigo.
Don't do it.
And as you glean this, you also see a sort of unnatural intelligence to this creature's eyes as it looks you dead in the eye and then scampers off into the woods.
Why did you?
Oh,
I don't like
fuck.
this.
Being a ranger with a familiar of your own, you get the sense that something has a bond with that raccoon. And you also get the sense that maybe you've been watched this entire time.
You know, it's funny. that I
Bond
can't
with a
quite tell
raccoon?
if
What
this-
the hell?
you know, it's funny. I can't tell if this was caused by my noting it was strange to find a raccoon in the mountains, or if he was literally planning this all along.
I just like the part of this where we're going to murder the fuck out of a raccoon at the end of this.
I don't even know anymore. I'm so conflicted.
This
So-
man is on my page.
Do you go back to and
I hear they have like 1 hit point. It's going to be great.
you'd probably kill it instantly. Anyway, do you go back and tell the group this?
Yes.
All right. Those who have magical capabilities, specifically Aven and Gehrman, go ahead and make Arcana checks for me.
All right.
And make sure you
I'm
say
having a fluffy, thick raccoon friend.
yeah, and make sure you say the number that you rolled
Before or after modify?
after modifiers.
So this roll is going to determine
At
how
this,
hard I'm
because he was
facepalming right
playing.
now.
He was playing some mixed horror music in the background, and I just now figured it out. That says you never know if he does it spontaneously.
Oh damn!
Oh,
First
that's the
night.
Picard double facepalm we're getting in.
I rolled a 7.
Hold on.
Casey, what did you roll?
20, sorry.
Not a natural 20, 15 plus 5.
Yes.
So, Gehrman is unable to determine what this is, but Casey, you immediately realize that
Then.
this is some sort of familiar. An animal creature bonded with a magic user.
Who in the actual fuck makes a raccoon is familiar?
Right?
It's obviously Crazy Phil.
Who makes a fat raccoon is familiar? Like, you can just
Maybe
resummon
he
them
made
as
the
just
raccoon
like
fat.
ordinary raccoons. They don't need to be...
Since you rolled a 20, I will tell you this. It's not like other familiar spells you've seen, ones that wizards use, or bonds between rangers or druids and their familiars. It's weird. It's almost alien in nature to you. It's not any natural magic that you've seen before.
Is this fantasy campaign going to take a sudden sci-fi bent? That'd be interesting.
Tempt him.
As you
All
guys
right.
finish up your short rest, with
Is this guy on short rest?
heads full of questions, what do you do now?
Well, I for one suggest
better
we
right
stay
now.
the hell away from every other animal in these woods, because I mean, what were the odds of picking the one creature in these woods that was a familiar to investigate?
That I won't try to make friends with any rabbits I come across.
Or deer. Or...
It might just be paranoia,
Anything.
but I say we just stay away from everything else, because it now occurs that these creatures stayed around in a state where humans were murdered and which was infested with Wendigo.
What?
That is not natural behavior.
Wait, one moment. So, its eyes glowed.
There was a faint glow of the same. I believe it was purple.
It was purple.
God,
the
it was
same-
purple. Was it purple?
Wait, no. Okay, the scarecrow's was a dark, blackish red energy, and I might just be getting these confused, but the Wendigos was a dark blackish red, and the raccoons, the faint glimmer you saw in his eyes was also a dark blackish red. Two different things controlling different things.
Okay, so we're now on the trail of the
two
Scarecrow
different
guy.
things controlling three things.
This is a very mixed bag. But, because, I mean, the Scarecrow and the Wendigo both could be created, but a raccoon?
It's strange.
So
It's strange
perhaps
magic.
The raccoon was the one with a different color, right?
The raccoon
It's
had the
very-
same color.
Very interesting backstory here.
The things we've seen with Dark Red were a Scarecrow demon, the Wendigos, and now a raccoon. One of these things
Snakes
felt like
in
a
the
raccoon.
beginning, and the lizard folk that
No,
trashed
those were
No,
purple.
my house.
that was a deep purple for the lizard folk and giant snake.
Okay, DM. Just DM.
Yes.
Can we get clarification on what color everything was?
Okay,
This is getting
so
everyone's
all right, so for the magically created Scarecrow and the Wendigos, it was a dark blackish red energy. For the lizard folk and the giant snake, it was a weird purple energy, and the energy also spawned from a weird tumor that was on the creature.
And that's how we saved Devlin.
Yes,
The
you
little
managed to
dragon.
cure him of this.
And the raccoon?
Dark red. It's the black and red one.
Okay.
So the Scarecrow, Wendigos, and Raccoon are all related in some way.
Alright, that's now down to player notes. So we can
That's-
never bother with this again.
Yeah, thank you. That's not a familiar spell then, not even close.
It's strange, because the purple energy is so far dealt with natural beings, while the dark blackish red dealt with unnatural. I'd have expected the raccoon to be purple, unless it's not actually a raccoon at all. But there was no indication of that.
Could be perhaps a warlock? They have access to certain varieties of domination and things
Well,
of
it's
that
definitely leaning
nature.
towards a demonic, so a warlock seems most likely.
It would be a case of possession.
Range possession.
Also, if the music is turned down, I'd recommend if it gets loud, just turn it down.
Yeah, I'm just turning it down a little bit as it goes on.
Gotcha.
I'm starting to think we got a lot of money for this. I feel like we're not paid enough.
Being paid enough.
Ah, friend Aven. Less than a day and already you truly grasp the adventurer's lifestyle.
Underpaid and over danger.
Alright then, so... We have our...
He
The choice-
deserves it.
The choice is now yours of what to do.
Evan's throat. How is your throat?
It's fine. He healed it up. I'm at full. He healed it up completely.
And that's lovely. Wonderful.
Yeah, that's great. We're all gonna die. I have one spell left that's worth a damn, and we're gonna go fight a warlock. This is gonna go to hell in a handbasket.
Okay.
I like your attitude.
Very realistic.
It is. By this time, it's gotten to be pitch black outside of the house. Your only light so far is those with dark vision and Aven's light spell, which,
Means we're a sitting duck.
correct me if I'm wrong, it sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light in a 30-foot radius.
I'll double check, I guess. Light. Range is 20 feet. Okay, let me see if I can pull up the actual.
I've got it.
Thank
It
you.
is bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Yeah.
It can be colored any way you like. You can make it a different color if you'd like.
Yellow.
Because yellow, all right,
So
bright
we
yellow
can
light.
pretend we're happy.
Praise the sun.
Praise salute the sun, my friends. All right.
Okay. So... We should probably check the house before heading to the mines.
While it's still dark, let's let's maybe check the house that's a defensible position, and then maybe check the basement before we go outside and wandering in the dark expanse where there's no light whatsoever.
A fine specification. Right then. Shall we go through the front door this time, or shall we take the previously opened entrance?
I don't see any reason why we shouldn't go through the front door.
I mean, aren't we already inside? I thought we were staying inside the thing.
Well, we went out into the woods to see the raccoon. No, wait.
Ellyria
Of course,
did.
we're still inside. Ellyria was the one who went out.
Yep.
Alone.
Yeah. And
Which is
she-
really, really
Mhm.
stupid once I think of it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's come back to you. Fine.
Yes, that was just a really bad idea. Right, let's
It was.
stick together from now on.
That's...
All right.
And if we see a raccoon,
Kill it.
kill it.
Then maybe eat it.
I'm not sure. Dark magic gives me indigestion.
That's actually a good point. He's got a good point. Also,
No,
raccoons,
I think-
often feral. Yeah.
And I think they're also pretty stringy, from what I've heard.
Else.
All right. Let's advance into the house.
All right. So you all advance into the house. Same as where you left it. Nothing looks very disturbed. You enter in through the second floor. The only door open is the one you went into where you heard the crying from. Oh, that music's way too creepy. Hold up.
Just tone it down a little bit. Horror music composer that I can't think of the name of.
It's still Kevin McLeod.
Kevin McLeod.
Well, yeah, I meant like a famous one. But
Oh. The guy who did Alien films, maybe?
yeah,
Ouch.
or like
Who was
Halloween
that?
or what? I don't care. This is no longer relevant. Are the corpses still there? The Wendigos?
The corpses have dissolved at this point and are sort of well, not dissolved. They're still there.
Hmm.
They're
Can
just
I
they're
poke
ju-
at him a bit?
you poke it definitely, and
Figuratively speaking,
It-
like examine it as like.
yes, you go ahead and make an investigation check.
What's my investigation? Oh, 5, because I'm a smart motherfucker. That's what I am. Oh, that works. Cool.
Nice.
Nice, 24. Investigating the body, it seems that whatever was holding this together has gone away completely, and the sort of tattered mix of flesh has started to dissolve at this point. It's or decay rather. It's decaying a lot faster than you'd think.
Okay.
Definitely another sign
so-
for his.
So I could assume that these are basically close to just being animated corpses, if fast and scary ones and hungry ones. Well, that animated corpses tend to be hungry, actually.
Yes.
I don't
you
mean
can-
to be forgetful, but what exactly was our job again?
Kill
Your
these
job
things.
was to clear out the estate.
Easy enough. In theory.
In theory. That's the important part. Alright then. So, there were 2 rooms and a kitchen heading off this area, if I remember right.
There were.
Do we want to start in any particular place, or...
I'm feeling this beat right now.
This reminds me of watching Jumanji.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing.
Hmm.
I'll go with a solid maybe on that.
The beauty of oxymorons. Right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Fuck it, let's go to the kitchen.
Yeah. I like that rhyme. It's to the point.
You head into the kitchen. It is a pretty well put together kitchen. It's quaint. It's what you expect. It's very well furnished. Make an investigation check. So the person who entered first.
Aven, I think.
Yeah, I no longer want to be in the back. That has proven itself to be the worst place to be. You were right. Everyone was right.
$18. There are signs that this kitchen
Oh,
has been
God.
recently used.
Nursery rhyme horror. Fuck this.
Consequently, another room. The kitchen's really big and it connects to a dining room. I need to skip this nursery rhyme horror.
Happy family. Fucking body of the dinosaur. Alright.
So mad. God,
That's bad.
that song was ruined for me after one Doctor episode of The Dollhouse. Okay then.
There we go. Alright. So, kitchen's recently used.
It does seem recently used.
2 days ago, the other team came up here. That recent or more recent?
You remember that they actually did not reach the mansion.
Could this be...
We were really stupid checking out that crying yesterday.
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
We now know that if we hear anything like that, we go in guns blazing.
Yeah.
Wait, except, what's a gun? I have no idea. I didn't say that word. I meant hands blazing.
Yeah, with burning hands. That's how that... Yeah.
You mean dice blazing, Bandock?
Good grief, what heresy! To think of lighting the sacred die alight!
The fire starters. I'm still trying out names.
Does anyone else suddenly feel like we're going to end up burning this place down?
Would that be so... They'd probably make us pay for it. It would be
Yes.
sad.
Is our reward money? Hell no.
We wouldn't have reward money by the end of this, we'd have debts.
This is a very nice house for being infested with murderous zombie monsters. So,
Yeah, these are basically just rage zombies.
how recent then, if not recent? Like within the week?
Within a day.
Ah. I have a
Well-
sneaking suspicion it wasn't the Wendigos.
It most likely was not.
Oh boy.
Which means, okay, so something was here
Someone.
today. Someone
Creatures.
was here today. And presumably they saw us coming and laid that trap for us with Wendigos.
Presumably, which means that the person was either a minion of, or the person doing the resurrection of the Wendigos or the animation. Probably the actual person themselves.
One would
Could it-
assume. It's a nice house. You wouldn't let an underling stay here while you stay in the creepy mine.
Yeah, good point.
A fair assessment.
Alright. Shall we move on from the kitchen?
You certainly may.
Okay.
Where'd you go?
Well, shall we try one of the other rooms that was connected to the point where we entered?
Certainly.
Absolutely.
That would be upstairs on the second floor. Kitchen was down on the first. So you head up the stairs. There are two other rooms that you have not checked. One to the far end of the little upper area, right near the main staircase, and the other one right next to the room that you opened.
Does anyone have a preference, or shall I just spin my phone around and see where it points?
No preference.
None.
We're basically clearing rooms. We're gonna go through all this.
Okay, it points to the right, so let's take the closest one first.
All right. So the one nearest the stairs, then.
I guess.
All right. So you open the room and find that it is a large bathroom. There's a large metal bath pin that's actually propped up over an area where, over a little metal area where you think people would probably, bring up and put coals under to heat it.
How lavish.
It's very lavish. It is very
A lavish lavatory.
Is Hayden Panettiere in it? Because that would just make this the best day ever.
Fortunately, he is not.
She, dumbass.
Listen, I have no idea who you're talking about. And,
It was you literally basing this on Until Dawn, and I was like, using
I
the
am.
most commonly
oh,
used scene.
fucking that.
Yeah, dumbass.
It is pretty. Ah, shit. Well,
Oh well.
roll
Well, in
initiative.
fairness, 75% of us haven't played Until Dawn, I think.
A lot of it's played on, but
I've heard of it. Does that count?
No.
Didn't think so.
It's very good.
all right. So,
Gather.
unfortunately, a hot naked woman is in, and
Bad times.
Nor a hot naked man. Come on, gotta be. equal
I mean,
opportunity.
if Bandock takes off, his maybe.
Are there any die in the bathroom?
No, there is not.
Are there
you
any
feel like-
dead in the bathroom? Oh, okay.
I love how he rolls because he's considering it.
Roll for corpses.
Ellyria.
Oh, Christ.
Actually, Devlin starts to convey to you the smell of something rotting.
Tell me there's a
That's in
dead
this-
body in the closet.
That's in the room. Yeah, you get the image of a closet.
You know
I
what?
hope it's not
You
Hayden
know what?
Panettiere. That would be really
Why
sad.
don't you take a peek in the closet?
Alright.
Be interested
Before-
in there.
Alright, hold on, let me just check something quickly. Okay,
Oh,
Ellyria's Mage Hand is a cantrip.
It is.
So,
Yes.
I
what
suggest
about that?
everyone squares up behind me. I will hold my axe out pointy end first so that the actual blades provide a sort of barrier, a bit like a boar spear, and then we can use Mage Hand to open it while I make sure nothing rushes out of this.
I like this plan.
I support this.
Me
All
too.
right. So, you very easily mage hand the door, and the door opens. And Bandock, you are immediately greeted with a horrific sight.
Okay, what's the
Um,
horrific sight?
hung up, much. I'm trying to find the right descriptive words. Hung up, much like people would hang up their clothes, is the skin of a human. Very, very similar. It's like if you took someone and hollowed them out, except for the skin,
Stop talking.
and
Stop
it's
talking.
and it started to decay. Pieces of rotting skin, putting
Okay.
holes in the things.
Gonna be sick.
Okay,
The Wendigos, did they have skin?
From the picture, they were sort of a mix between humanoid deer and some sort of monster. But they did technically have skin if parts of it were ripped off. But this is the skin of a human, not a Wendigo.
this is the skin of a complete human being. The Wendigos
Not
didn't
helping.
do this. The Wendigos did not do this. They were too savage for something like this. This
I'm trying to think
is
of
the work of
reasons
whatever
someone
controlled them.
would. Instead of academic
see.
curiosity.
I can see a few possible.
Why in the bathroom?
Yeah, that is a good point. That would just make it rot faster. Really. If anyone used the bathroom.
Is there a check that can be made to get insight on this atrocity?
Certainly, make an insight check.
Anyone in
just
particular?
Bandock.
Because you said it, Gehrman, you make it.
All right.
Fine. This music is not helping.
Oh, good. I critically fail.
I
So-
think that's a good thing in this context.
You rolled a crit fail.
Yeah, insight's usually like a Y thing, right? Y.
Did I say insight?
Yeah, you said
Yes.
insight.
I meant investigation. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Roll
Okay.
again. Roll again. I'll allow it.
I mean, a crit fail for insight into an atrocity is probably a good thing, really.
Yeah, it would
Probably.
have
For
been
your
a valid
character.
check, but yeah, I can understand critical failing and not having a fucking clue why. It's usually a good sign, actually.
Oh, good. I rolled a 4. Today is not my day.
Oh my god, you guys suck.
It's
We
your
noticed.
bot.
Alright, so, it's
So,
the skin of a person. Why it's there, hung up like clothing, you have no idea.
I'm sure we're all asking this question, so can we all do investigation checks?
I'd like to do an investigation check based on the whole having training and why someone might theoretically do something like this for magical purposes.
I
The
will
bathroom!
allow it.
Okay.
So would that be investigation or arcana?
That
Either way, it's plus
make
5. but-
Make an arcana check for why someone would do this.
17.
Alright. So, immediately you realize that, this is something that a skin stealer would do. A skin
What?
stealer is an undead, and you also get the feeling that in this, it's typically an undead that kills people in wealthy positions and takes their skin to impersonate them. The reason they do this is that either their masters or whoever has control of them at that point. You also remember that skin stealers are usually independent and work on their own, but because of all the tells and encounters that you've gotten, you get the feeling that this skin stealer or whatever made this happen is probably under the control of something. But this is something a skin stealer would do.
Oh dear.
Okay. Okay. Let's think this through.
Oh.
We never met directly with Lord Greatshade, did
No, we didn't.
However, except Lord Greatshade is supposed to have inherited this estate. This wasn't his estate before.
That
True.
doesn't really matter if someone just took his place, some undead
Except
thing.
he's never been up here. It wasn't his estate. He said he's meant to look at it for the first time when he inherited it.
So I
His
doubt
father, on the other hand,
Butler.
this was his father's estate. Like the Lord Greatshade the Elder, who must have died recently for him to have inherited it.
But if it's a skin stealer, then wouldn't the skin stealer just kill the Elder Lord Greatshade and take his place?
Well, we don't know
Also,
whose skin this is. Who says
also looking at the skin, it looks, there's no clothes on it, but it's not an elf like Ross Greatshade was.
he did? Oh, he's an elf?
He is an
Yeah,
elf.
An elf.
His butler was an elf.
Yeah, his butler was an elf. We didn't actually know what race Greatshade himself was.
I'll tell you that he was an elf.
Okay.
Of what kind
This
you don't
corpse
know.
looks human then.
This
I-
corpse is human. You get the feeling that it might have been a servant who was at the estate taking care of it.
Bad
Which
skin,
would
calloused kind of thing?
Huh?
Bad skin, calloused, so...
Hands
lower
are
class
cal-
and, yeah,
hands are calloused.
hardworking.
Also in the closet you see parts where like the blood and decay is dribbled down on a set of servants' clothes.
Lovely.
So,
It's possible that it took over a servant and then, through that method, assassinated the Elder Lord Greatshade.
but if
mean-
that's the case, and the Elder Lord Greatshade died, but he wasn't taken over, then maybe the skin stealer was caught in the act, perhaps?
If we're going to assume that the skin stealer killed Lord Greatshade, how would his son come to find out if they never found his body?
Well, they might know he was dead, but might not know how. Well, actually, it was never mentioned.
Oh, yeah. They sent someone up here to clear the place out because they knew something was here. And they knew
Because
something
something
was here
killed the
because
first
something
party.
killed Lord Greatshade. Perhaps.
Because they knew something was here because the new Lord Greatshade sent people up here to see what the property was like, and they died nastily. There is something going on here. The fact that the house has been used means that probably the aim of whatever this was, whoever was behind this, wanted the house.
But I get the feeling something went wrong.
Either something went wrong, or things are going to plan and we just don't know it yet.
Which would be
It's
very
not-
bad. So
It's not the house that they want, but maybe the mind that's underneath and what's in it.
It's entirely possible. The Greatshade family apparently gained all their wealth from this mine. So whatever's in there must have been worth doing a lot of things.
we'll never
We don't
find
know
out without
enough.
investigating the mine, unfortunately.
You
finish
also
the
haven't
house first.
You also haven't investigated the basement.
We
They're
haven't.
not getting paid enough for this bullshit.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Right,
I
let's
concur.
continue checking the house. Out to the bathroom.
We will have words with that bastard.
Actually, just a check. None of us have any cantrips involving fire, do we?
Ice.
Unless
Can't
one
count.
of you have firebolt.
Let me check and see if I have that prepped. I do not.
And once you
Cantrips
learn,
you don't have to prepare. So
Oh.
yeah, once you learn a cantrip, you can't exchange it for another one. I don't believe.
yeah, cantrips you just know and can cast infinitely. That's
Oh. Well, no, I've got Blade Ward, Shield Touch, Rift, Frost, and Shock and Grasp.
yeah. The one thing we
Okay.
need. All I've got the ability to cast Burning Hands again. That's all I have.
Right,
We
well,
could-
not worth
you
using a
could
spell
drink-
slot on this.
Hmm.
That's,
There, I was
we'll
going
have
to set you on fire.
We'll just have to leave it be for now. Okay, onward. Let's try the other room on this floor.
All right.
I have one more nuclear option, and then we probably will have to actually take a long rest because I will have nothing.
All right. So you check the other room. Oh, actually, the door is locked. To the room, you twist it. It's locked.
Okay. Anyone?
Here's part of me says, let's go in, break the door down. The other part, rational part, says, the last time we came across a locked door, it didn't end well.
What floor is this on?
Second.
Second floor.
Okay. Can we get another perception check from Devlin as to what might be on the other side?
Certainly, he'll stick his head under the door and look in. That's a natural 20.
And he gets
Everyone
plus
knows
3
what's up.
perception check.
A crit is an automatic success. So, Ellyria, immediately you get the flash of a room, a nice bed, very similar to the room you were in. You investigated where you heard the noise coming from.
Room?
It's the first room you guys went into last session.
Okay.
But there's something else in the room. Standing directly in the middle of the room
Coon.
is a shaded body, a shaded humanoid. You can't, Devlin. Well, no, Devlin has dark vision. You get a perfect view of this humanoid in your mind. It is a drow elf, sort of standing hunched over, completely still, unmoving, its head slumped down, its eyes just milky white. Over its skin, it looks like its own skin was haphazardly pulled over its body. And it looks old. It looks very old, but it's standing there,
Anything?
unmoving. The smell is ghastly.
Sorry, I have an overactive imagination. Oh my god.
And it looks like pieced together, like it was created purpose, and it's just sitting here idle.
I'm re-experiencing the smell of bowels of a sheep. Oh my god. Oh.
Okay.
It is.
So
Don't ask questions.
You convey this to the group, and Aven, you immediately realize that this is a skin stealer, but it's not being controlled. And skin stealers are often specifically created to undermine and replace people, and this one's inanimate.
The former
Okay.
Lord Greatshade, we might presume.
a drow elf? Fucking no.
A drow elf.
Oh, okay, I've apparently missed something here.
Yeah.
Ellyria,
No. Just no. Trust me.
with your knowledge of the Underdark and being an elf yourself, drow elves usually don't come out of the Underdark. They were banished there many, many centuries ago and became twisted and evil. It's very suspicious that one is up here and has been taken over by a skin stealer.
Okay. Okay, general question, how the fuck do we kill a skin stealer?
Same way you kill any other undead, I imagine.
Lots of fire.
Or just chop it up to bits.
Fire.
Aven,
Always use fire.
as you're near the door, since you're a relatively skilled wizard, I'm going to ask you to make an Arcana check. Really quick.
Relatively skilled. These see you incinerated Wendigo in one hit. And relatively skilled, my ass. 20.
Okay, being a
Unnatural.
very not a natural 20. Being a very skilled wizard, you immediately recognize that looking down where Devlin poked his head in, and looking at the door hinges, you see runes carved in to these door hinges. And actually walking and taking another glance at the door you previously opened, there's some more runes carved into these, and you recognize them. You actually have this spell, and you recognize the runes as a variation of it.
It's an alarm.
This is an alarm spell carved into the door hinges, and
Okay.
likely
So, whoever's in the mine absolutely knows what we're doing. He knows we're searching through the house.
Well, we already knew that, the Wendigo got away.
It doesn't help him in any way. But I figure everyone should know that he knows. Or she.
Okay,
Or it.
yeah.
Is
and
there a way to break the spell?
I mean, we've already set one off. I don't see what the damage is in setting more off at this point.
I think the damage is
I wasn't paying
if
attention.
the alarm spell on this door is somehow linked to the skin stealer, then then it might wake up if we open the door. Whereas if we can
That
neutralize
is a
it,
good point.
there's a chance we can get it by surprise.
I'm going to circle
And-
back to a plan I had before. Is
Oven,
the
since
window
you-
a viable option?
going into the other room and looking at the window, do see that there are no runes on the window, but it is a second floor window. And since you actually have the alarm spell and you can cast it,
My goodness, and the bells are ringing. Oh my god.
you
background.
realize
Sorry.
that there's multiple different alarm spells, and whoever has put them there has been getting pinged and notified while you progress through the house.
Were there alarm runes on the closet?
No,
Okay.
there were not.
Fair enough.
But there were on the door to the bathroom.
Yeah, which is the one we already opened, which is why I said we've already tripped it.
Yeah. So they know we're in. So we can presume they knew we were in the kitchen, and they knew we were in the bathroom.
Yep.
Okay. We can't leave this skin stealer behind us as a possible threat.
That's true.
I agree.
So we need to try and if we can't neutralize a spell on the door, we can try going in through the window. But that's or at least one of us can go in.
Is
See what
anyone
happens.
especially athletic, acrobatic?
You are
like
you, Aven, are pretty acrobatic, and so
Besides
is
me?
Ellyria.
I'm very athletic. I'm very athletic. Ellyria is acrobatic.
I have penalties to all my physical stuff.
Okay. Ellyria. You...
Actually, you have better acrobatics than she does. But climbing is an
Athletics.
thing, isn't it? I've got the best athletics.
Okay.
Only got +2 modifier. Sorry.
I can try going from window to window, or someone could try climbing from the ground floor. Which seems better.
You also have a pseudo dragon.
We also have that, but can it kill this thing on its own?
Send him
No.
into harm's way.
How durable are skin stealers?
Make a religion check. Actually, not religion. It would be Ellyria. Only you can make this check. Make an investigation check based on the images that Devlin flashed in your mind to get an idea of how durable it is.
That's D20.
Plus your modifier.
Okay, that's my modifier.
Your
Hold
investigation
on.
is +2.
Team.
13. It looked pretty durable. Depending on what body it was animated from, determines its durability.
Can I do an insight check to see if it's weak to anything, or?
Sure. Why not?
I don't like that.
Stretching the bounds of insight a little bit is, I think, why.
Well, actually, I'll say you don't even need to make a check because it's an undead. It's weak to fire and radiant damage.
And I have no spell slots left.
Us, an undead is one of my favorite prey.
It is.
Okay.
Favorite enemy.
Okay. Here is my...
Oh, survival check.
Why would you
Never
want a
mind.
survival check right now?
I don't know. I'm just reading what I find off of
Okay.
Beyond. Excuse me.
Willow discovering the things she's good at in real time. That's okay.
Okay. Okay, here's my first plan suggestion.
This is why we're Team Trainwreck.
I drop down to the outside of the first floor, climb up to the window through which that thing is standing, then I break through the window and try to kill it. If it responds to me, then I will tell you guys to blow through the door. If it doesn't respond to me, I'll just chop it up into lots of very small pieces, and then you can come in and burn them.
Yep.
Blow through
If
the
we
door
were-
with what, pray tell?
Yeah, none of us are actually punchy, aside from you. You're the punchy one.
Can you just open the window instead of just breaking in?
Okay, I'll. It's safer to do this from a higher floor, so I'll do the window-to-window thing, because that means no one has to walk around outside. And same plan, only Bandock, or whatever your name is, can punch the door
Bandock.
through.
Bandock. Why does everyone call me Bardock?
I don't know, it's just a name I heard somewhere.
Because you're the strongest.
All right. So, Aven.
Okay. Yep. What could possibly go wrong?
You
And you fucked it up. You just
managed
did this
to
all.
sneak
done
around,
goofed.
sneak around outside, and
Congratulations. You played yourself.
get to the edge where you see the window, or where you figure the window is. If you're going to climb up it, I'm going to need you to
I'm
make...
climbing around from window to window.
Oh, you're going out the window and then climbing.
Yeah, because that's
Ooh.
more an acrobatic feat.
Sure. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Oops. Roll d20 plus what's my acrobatics?
3.
Plus 3. Thank you.
You're gonna need to add another L on that roll.
One.
17. Very
Nice.
easily, actually. You managed to shimmy over to the other window. Like, whoo, whoo, whoo.
Batman.
And you wish someone saw it because it looked pretty cool.
Saw it, and I saw it through him.
Is Devlin with you?
No. He's with me.
Aven, because Devlin's in the house right now.
Yeah, I'm hoping he's with the rest of you outside that door that you might need to break down in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So,
Alright, go ahead.
Aven, the window is not locked. You see the latch is undone, and
We didn't think of that. Okay. Yep.
go ahead and make a stealth check as you try to enter the window.
Alrighty. Good at that too. So.
Batman skills don't fail you now.
Ah, shit, I'm doing everything wrong now. I'm so nervous.
It's okay. You're doing great.
11. As you go to the window and start pushing it open, it's pretty squeaky.
That was a lovely noise.
It's very squeaky, but no reaction from the skin stealer.
He has
Okay.
stopped working.
I hurry a little bit to get inside because something probably heard that outside.
You hurry to get inside. You manage to get in, dropping down with a on the floor. Still, no reaction from the skin stealer's eyes, just white, looking down. You get actually, it's very, very dark in this room, and you can kind of see its outline since you don't have dark vision and you're a human.
I still have the light running, which probably
you
didn't help my stealth. Now I
Oh.
think about it.
I would have. Okay, so.
I forgot it,
still
but
have
in
it, you
fairness, he would too. So,
You still had the light
forgot.
running. That changes a lot of things.
okay.
Oh my god. Okay, so let me describe this.
All right.
If someone was watching outside, looking down, they would have seen this this blonde wizard shimmy out of a window, managed to coolly, keep in mind you, almost spotlighted by a light coming from him, as he managed to kind of coolly go to another window, creak it open, and shimmy inside. The bright light now illuminating the entire room. Alright. As you
Yep.
enter the room, plopping down, you get a very good view of this drow. Or this skin stealer. On its back, it has a scimitar strapped to its chest. The skin is sort of almost loose around its flesh. And its head is still down. But because you're such a shining star... oh my god. You didn't turn off the light? It's like the middle of the night.
I needed to see.
You're a literal beacon. Okay.
I know. You don't have to say it. It's very nice of you to say.
All right. So, despite your best efforts to be stealthy, you see the skinwalker's head snap up. The
no.
dark
Break
red.
it down. Break it down.
dark-
Break it down. Break it down. Break it down. Break it down.
Let me you'll say that after I'm finished describing it.
Okay.
And its head snap up, the dark red and black energy going into its eyes as you just hear a horrifying whisper out of its mouth go, "Really?" As it draws its scimitar and charges you.
Wait,
before
so this
happens-
fucker's sentient?
No, I think that was the boss we just heard.
It really? Did it really say really?
It said really.
The warlord
Really?
is already it.
Well,
the
I
words
can't
flat.
blame him. I cannot blame him.
I'm not
Bandock,
sure
go ahead and
idiot,
make a
but
strength
I have
check
a
to-
wisdom of like 12 or something. So.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a strength check to break down the door.
Okay, so what do I use for just a straight strength?
Just a straight strength. Add your strength modifier.
Okay.
I think
You guys are the least stealthy people. You're
train
so-
wreck.
Oh, wow.
We are a train wreck.
That is a 9. Aven, you hear Bandock's heavy form slam into the door. One of the hinges squeaking in protest, but door's not quite broken open yet. As
Alright, I'm rolling
Uh,
initiative against the drow. That's gonna go great.
you go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah. Just want to say, in hindsight, this might have been a bad plan.
Really?
I
would never
blame
have guessed.
Ellyria for it in its entirety.
Why is this my fault?
Because
Reasons.
he said.
All right.
9.
All right. 9.
Do we all roll or?
We roll for initiative. Okay.
No, when it gets around to his turn.
Break the door down.
This is just them in the room right now. I allowed you one break before combat started. You guys technically aren't in combat now. When you break the door down, you'll join it. So, give me a second to switch up some music.
Oh, bollocks. Why do
That's
I
a
always
funny
end up in
word.
single combat with monsters?
What does it mean?
I think that's just your luck, friend.
Ah, good music to die to.
All right. So the Skinwalker takes out its scimitar, a horrible Skin Stealer. Sorry.
Same difference.
Horrible sound coming out of its mouth as you see the dark energy glow in its eyes as it takes its scimitar and charges you, making 2 slashes against you.
Alright.
No.
All right. What's your armor class?
13.
13. First one misses as, in the panic, you out of the way of it.
Oh, he got my voice. That's good.
Second one is a natural 1.
Okay.
Oh my god. As you duck past it and it just charges forward, trying to make 2 swipes. One swipe actually embeds its sword into the pretty deep into the edge of the window, as you just hear a crash as it plows head first through the window. Not falling out, it's just head stuck in the glass now. It takes 2 points of slashing damage from that.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Aven isn't really the type to do a cool one-liner, so he's gonna just turn around, look at the thing stuck in the window, and do the very obvious thing. Use burning hands and just light the thing on fire.
Burning hands right to the back of its head. What's the dex save for this?
I mean, should it really get one? But, it's...
I'm gonna say it rolls with disadvantage.
okay.
this move.
That's fair.
The save is a dex 13.
All right, its dex is plus.
What's our progress with the door?
After this, you'll go ahead and roll to break it open again.
Let's see if I have any matches.
Rolled an 18 for its first. It has disadvantage though, and rolled a 5. So go ahead and roll damage.
And it has vulnerability because it's undead, doesn't it? I believe.
Yep, it's a
You
fire.
you believe 10 damage. As your burning hand is just cascades over its form, most of it going out the window, and you manage to not set the house on fire, but
Yay.
but most of its upper torso is just charred and blackened at this point.
Wait, since it's undead, doesn't it take extra damage?
Not skin stealers specifically.
Oh.
I'm looking at their character sheet.
Hmm.
They actually don't have a weakness to fire.
Lame.
And these are homebrew mobs that have been created by some other lovely people of dndwiki.com.
Cool.
Because
I'm so thankful to them right now.
Because my books are being used in a campaign right now. So, Bandock, go ahead and make another strength check.
Right.
"20. The door flies off its hinges. It's all enter in the roll initiative.
Right.
What was your initiative?
+0.
No, that was initiative. Okay, 9.
I got 11.
Okay, you got 11.
What did the Drow Skin Stealer roll for initiative? So I get initiative order down.
I actually don't remember. I'll say 14.
Okay. Gehrman, are you going to roll your initiative?
Excuse me, I can't hear you.
Roll
Need to
initiative,
roll initiative.
Oh, music's damn loud.
and turn it down.
Yeah, it's
I did.
like 3.
Yeah, it's pretty loud. This one's pretty loud. Oh, you rolled a 17 for initiative. Damn, you are.
Yes, I did.
Remember how we said that this session was only going to take like half an hour?
No, I did not say that.
You
I
did
said
not
it was
say
gonna.
He's
I
only
said
cut
it-
it off early.
I said it
rolled a
was going to
19.
be. I was going to cut it off probably around 6 o'clock. Oh wow, you rolled a 19. Jesus Christ. So yeah, go Gehrman.
Good roll for Dave. Good
You're up
job.
first.
See. I'll try my hand at a burning hand.
Okay. You're gonna hit Aven if you try it because this thing's still stuck in the window and he's like right behind it.
I could say I moved or something.
You didn't specify on your turn that you were gonna move.
Didn't really give me a chance to, but okay.
Okay, I'm sorry for that, but your turns you have your movement, action, bonus action, and a free action.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll try Chaos Bolt. Maybe one of these days it'll.
Maybe.
You can only hope.
To set someone else on fire.
Well, hopefully this thing has a lower armor class than the Wendigos did.
Or that I roll better.
Well, yeah, but I just try not to hopefully impossible.
16. You hit it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Holy shit.
Finally. Now let me actually get the way this insane spell works.
I knew that the universe's love of making me be wrong about things would translate to this.
See, maybe that's why it keeps missing, because it just is so complex that the universe doesn't want it to happen, just doesn't want the hassle.
Maybe.
Alright, first I have to roll 2d6, and that determines the damage type.
2d damage type? Okay.
No, 2d8. It's 2d8. And that determines the damage type.
Hold
Then-
on. I don't want to be that guy, but you might be wrong about that. All right. Make a ranged spell attack on you. You roll 2d8. No, roll 2d8 plus 1d6 for damage.
Yeah, and I choose one of the
Yeah, you choose one of the numbers on the d8 for
to determine the damage type.
yes. All right, 16 points of what type of damage?
Let's see. Well, I doubt using stick against an undead is the best choice, so I'm just gonna go with fire.
Okay, fire damage is this bolt of chaotic arcane energy, constantly shifting in color, structure, and actual shape. Hurls out of his hand, smashing into the undead, doing a considerable amount of damage. You said
Yay.
16 damage?
Well, you said 16 damage, yeah.
That's 2d8 plus the 1d6, which isn't how this works, right?
Which is a total of 16.
Except,
Yeah, but one or two of those rolls were just to choose which damage type it would be.
Didn't he say what? Hold on.
Yeah, because that's the total
oh,
of all 3 rolls, and that's not what the damage is, right?
So I'd like to know the skin sealer. He's stuck in the window. Yes.
He's currently stuck in the window.
That we could ensure that he stays there so we can burn him. Like Aven, you could kind of close the window on him.
That he would have to get around your turn to do that. And currently, it is Bandock's turn now.
Okay.
I really think it might be more 6 damage to the skin sealer from the Chaos Bolt.
Yeah.
No, it says on a hit the target takes 2d8 plus 1 damage.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. So 16 total points of fire damage.
Okay. That stands. Okay, in that case, for me, I'm going to this. Part of me wants to try grabbing its legs, but I feel like that would just be a bad idea.
I'm not touching that thing.
What do you want to do?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and turn the bot back up, because I've changed the music.
I am going
Its
to...
head is stuck in the window.
It currently is.
Right, in that
Practically
case,
a guillotine.
I'm gonna... That was my fault. I'm gonna take my axe and swing for the neck.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Thanks. +4.
The power of dice compels you.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Eight points of damage as your axe sinks into this neck, going pretty deep into its neck, but not quite enough to completely decapitate it.
Dang.
You know, severing its spine is usually enough for most things.
Then again, it is an undead.
Yeah, undead
Yeah.
don't work by the same rules.
All the
They're
things.
basically puppets.
Tragic.
All right, it is the
That explains
Skinwalker's
shit.
turn as you lift your axe
Stealer.
out. Skin Sealer.
Steal.
I'm sorry. Walker sounds cooler, but it's going to try to make an athletics check to actually get out of its fucking predicament.
I mean, Skinwalker is literally the same thing, though. So it's
Yeah,
fine.
it just makes it as it pulls itself out, turns to you, Bandock, and just swings twice. It's barely held together at this point. You get the feeling that this thing is used for more trickery and subversion, and rather than combat.
And yet it has eaten 36 damage so far.
It's hardy, but not that strong. Misses the first attack with a roll of 6. What's your armor class?
19.
Hold on. How is it 19?
I got the fighting style. One that's...
Okay, you said you're using your great axe then?
Yeah.
That's a two-handed weapon, and you wouldn't be able to hold a shield with it.
Wait, have I got a shield?
You
I
do
got
have a shield.
Equipped. Why do I have a shield equipped?
Yeah,
okay,
so
take that off. 17.
Okay, then it does hit. Dealing 5 points of slashing damage as it rakes across the side of your face. Not doing too much, do you?
Yeah. Just add that to a sheet. Got it.
Ellyria, it's your turn.
Okay. be able to shoot it with an arrow. I might hit somebody. Is there a way I could ensure that the thing is trapped? Is it still trapped? Did I miss anything?
No,
it freed
you did
itself.
miss it. It freed itself.
Okay, so could you give me a quick run back, like what happened?
It's almost dead. Is
We
pretty much-
hope.
And, I will take my.
It took 2 burning hands. Not much is gonna survive that at this level.
Alright, I'll shoot it with an arrow then. Is it
Well,
in,
actually,
am I in
took 8
danger
burning hands
of
and I
hitting
can also
anyone?
hold.
Oh yeah, KS. Well, what did you say?
In danger of shooting anyone by accident if I
Yeah, you're
Which is my
like
bonus.
all 3 of them are right up on it.
Mm.
Well, no, Aven and Bandock are right up on it, so it's going to be a little harder to hit, but you can go ahead and attack it.
I think I'll just use my dagger instead.
All right, you're going to run up and stab that bitch.
Okay, so that's a
Sort of negotiating a way between the 3 large bodies just to find a place to stab the thing.
okay, so that's
honestly, as a ranger, I
D4
see
plus
it more
2.
like she leaps over us.
That'd be cooler, actually. Yeah.
4.
That's
Oh.
damage. That's
That's
damage,
damage.
not an attack.
Sorry.
You have to attack it first.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's a D10,
1d20
right?
plus 4.
You easily hit. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, and 1. Roll it. D4 plus 2.
5 damage. How do you want to kill this thing?
I want to put
You just. Okay, you cut its head off. All right, so
With a dagger. Oh my god, this is gonna be.
So what you do is very
until it
with-
stops moving. Just
with beauty and grace, you just run up, get on Bandock's shoulders, and just dive at this thing, dagger extended. You actually chuck the dagger, actually hitting the side of its face, embedding it between its jawbone, as the sheer force of it just slams the dagger into the window, putting
be
its
right back.
putting its neck right where the window closes as you grab the window and slam it down, cutting its head off and grabbing your dagger with a flourish of your cloak.
I'm wearing a cloak.
With your arm, with just a flourish of your hair, like whoosh. It looks very, very cool.
You may want to mute.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, is he back?
All right,
Alright, I think Ellyria can in fact brag about her kill count now.
yeah, you can. All right, you guys have killed a skin stealer.
Really was more of a team effort, but okay.
It honestly was, but at the same time, she's got the bragging rights for it.
Alright.
That you do. So successfully killing this thing.
I really hope this becomes a trend. Just every huge enemy she ends up finishing off with her dagger.
Yeah.
After
Looking
paper.
looking at the actual now headless body, it is the body of an older drow elf, and you get the feeling that this might be Lord Greatshade, but it's strange that it's a drow and not a high elf or another elf that's you'd typically see.
Well, I suppose Greatshade did contract us through an agent, so maybe I'm just very confused. Also, when I came in here, he said, "Really?" Like sarcastically. I don't get what that was about.
Whatever was controlling it.
I'm in character.
Oh wait.
Oh, in character? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I won't say it then.
I don't understand.
I think he might have been referring to the fact that you forgot to turn off your light spell when sneaking.
But I needed to see.
Yes, I'm aware, but kind of precludes the effort of sneaking in the first place.
Well, he's dead now, so all's well that ends well.
Okay, I'll turn it off.
True.
You turn off the light spell, and the room is encased in dark once again.
Yay.
I can see in the dark. Yay!
You can.
I can't. I turn it back on.
You turn it back on.
Wait. I start turning it off and I'm doing Morse code with it.
There's Morse coding. There's Morse
Roll a
coding,
Constitution saving throw so you don't see.
So I don't what?
You don't get epilepsy.
Okay,
Epilepsy.
I'm joking. But what are you guys doing now?
Light goes on, light goes off. Light goes on, light goes off.
Did anybody take damage on this thing?
Bandock took 5 points of damage.
Health?
Okay, so what do we get for that is the all-important question.
Each of you get 50 experience.
Woo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, does he have anything cool on him? Ooh, I want his sword.
You want his sword?
Sure.
Usually you don't get enemies items unless they have specific things on them, but sure, you take the sword. Go ahead and go to manage equipment and add 1 scimitar to your inventory.
That's a little bit different from games I usually run, but yeah, okay. So
I'll allow it because
loot pickup's not really a thing.
Is it in good condition? Is it rusty? Is it old?
it's just a very
Normal.
basic one. It's relatively well made, but not fancy or anything.
Wonder if Ellyria is proficient to use that. This would probably be better than a dagger.
Was it 50 XP, did you say?
Yes,
50
it's
50 XP.
Aven can keep it. He earned it. Spell.
Did I? Did I really?
You set it on fire. I'm very proud of you. Fucking zombie.
Good job, Aven.
Don't forget to update your character
Yeah.
page, Ellyria.
Pretty sure we tripped whatever alarm was there when we knocked the door down.
Yeah, we did one
Very
already.
much did.
Oh, they knew we were there as soon as the skin stealer came alive.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what alerted them. Yep. That's
That
how
was actually
happened.
terrifying. Really? Ooh, unnatural. Ooh, really?
Well, hello, don't forget to update your character page.
You're really quiet, Tenon. At least for me.
Yeah. And I can barely hear him. Just barely. He's there. Did you want... What about my character page?
Well, you haven't added the experience yet.
Your experience, Willow.
Added 50.
Oh,
Oh, apparently D&D Beyond is down.
No, you just refresh the page. It's not down for me.
And
It's
now
working.
I had like 600 and something, and now I have 710.
That's
Yep,
odd. It's loading for my character page, but no one else's.
That's unpleasant.
Oh, well, I suppose I just can't be OCD and check what everyone can do anymore. Oh, well.
He killed the skin crawler, stealer, whatever.
No, skin crawler's more
Whatever.
accurate.
Skin crawler, whatever. You killed it. You
Do
killed
we
it
do
dead.
Does that mean it was crawling in my skin?
Oh my god!
The wounds that Bandock took will not heal.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Who?
You.
Hit him. Can I hit him in the game for like no reason, just because of what he said out of character? Can I hit him?
I'm about to.
what? The hand of God is just going to come down on the back of his head? That'd be
Yes.
cool.
He asks why, because of what you did in a different world.
It's probably Dagon then.
Probably.
Slapped by
There it
a
is.
giant tentacle in your dreams.
You feel a mental slap as Ellyria just glares at you.
Him too.
Okay.
No damage, just... You get the
Damage
mom
to
look.
five.
You get the I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
Oh, oof. That's
That's why you needed a saving throw.
that's the worst.
Alright. So you guys have many, many questions, and you're all starting to feel the exhaustion of today as...
Honestly, just so done with this right now. We take a long rest.
Okay, have we cleared the house?
Not yet. There's
I don't think
still
we have.
a third floor and the basement, but the basement's going to be a thing.
It is. Okay. Have we, just to check, have we cleared the bottom floor?
Yes. Wasn't the bottom
Most
floor just the
case.
big foyer in the kitchen?
A big foyer, kitchen, dining room.
Well, that then raises the question. Where is the entrance to the basement?
There's a big staircase, and like sort of the middle where it leads up to the second floor, and at the bottom of that goes down into the basement.
Damn, so no real way to block that.
Well, it would go down into a hallway, which would then have a door, then it would lead into the basement.
If we can find a room with one entrance, I can set an alarm for it.
Would that be
A room with one entrance and preferably no window.
Preferably, yes.
Are there any rooms of that description?
Not on,
Probably.
not on the second floor. There might be one on the third floor or down in the basement.
Guys, I think he really wants us to go in the basement.
So do
Oh.
I. That also makes me think we really want to take a long rest.
Hold on a sec, I gotta get the door.
Yeah,
That was
fair.
confirmation. We take a long rest because that's the right answer.
Sure.
Means.
Alright, someone else got the door.
Okay.
Alright,
Hang on.
what would be the most... Do we want to try clearing the third floor?
We probably should. I mean,
We probably should. I mean, we're actually in okay shape now.
I'm just gonna mute Zam there. So, also someone tell me when I should unmute him, because that's important.
Yeah, we will.
I can cast
Oh, he's...
alarm
you can
a few
unmute him.
times, like just as many as we need. It takes a few minutes, but the fewer entry points, the better. Just as few as we can get.
Okay. Let's try the third floor. Gehrman still has a spell slot left. Where all of you guys are at full HP. I'm only down 5, and I've still got my Stone's Endurance.
We can still take a kicking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
Actually, can I get a quick ballpark figure for the radius of the house?
God, I'm not an architect, but it's pretty big. I'd say across the front, maybe. Oh God, I actually don't know the dimensions, the complete dimensions, but I'd say you could. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to use Divine Sense.
Mhm.
That's within 60 feet of you, and
So,
I'd say you could probably
diameter
get about a good half house from where you are.
is
And I've got 3 castle per long rest, so
And you can of course move along to like which side you want to get.
yeah, you can just
left-
do
left
one on
side,
one side of
middle,
the house,
or right
one
side?
on the other side of the house, and then that's it. If you get 3 per long
Yeah.
rest, and we're planning to rest anyway.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Right. So you do
Okay.
that. So actually, for ease of this, I'd say one on the second floor, so you can see what's in half of the third floor. One on the other side, so you can see in the other half. Down on the first floor, so you can sense in the basement. That would be the easiest way for you to do this.
I think I'll take you up on that.
Good
All right.
DM.
All right. So your first, divine sense. You can detect good and evil. You can sense affected by a hollow spell or another location of celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet. That's not behind total cover. Ooh.
Okay, that's
That's
less useful.
that's specific. I'll
I'd have to
say
be on the third floor, wouldn't I?
I'd say you would have to be on the third floor and down in to the basement to sense.
Okay.
that.
So I'll remember to do that first when we get down there. But for now, let's head up to the third floor, and I will have a go from there. We'll see if there's anything we need to do.
Okay.
Cool.
You
Eyes on a swivel.
eyes on a swivel. As you walk up to the third
Footprints by
floor,
the ceiling.
it's sort of almost just a servant's quarters, as it looks like. There's a lot of doors. There is there's one open room that you sort of peer into that just looks like a basic servant's room, nothing of real value in there, but you get the sense this is where servants would be. As you cast Divine Sense, praying to your god, as sort of pulse comes out just to your eyes of divine energy that goes throughout the third floor. You don't sense any presence of undead celestials or fiends, but the feedback that comes back to you is that there is a lingering evil in pretty much all of these rooms. No actual physical presence, but there's sort of like that weird tingle you'd get in the back of your mind that it's pretty.
Be right back, you guys.
There's some evil. Some evil has been afoot there.
All right. It worked before. How about we have Devlin take a peek under the door of one of these?
All right.
Also, alarm runes on there again, I assume.
Yes, actually, on all the doors there's alarm rune. And the one that's opened actually doesn't have runes. Well, you see the runes, but they've been deactivated. Like once it's been expended, it's done. So Devlin is going to look under one of the doors. He has advantage. Okay, and that's 17 total. So Devlin peeks under the doors, and I'll say since Willow's gone, Ellyria tells this to you guys as the image flashes of just a dark room, no windows, and it's just that, a dark room, beds, closet, nothing in them. And I'll use that numbers for all the rest of the rooms as he checks. No. There's nothing up here, just the lingering presence of evil.
Would one of these rooms serve us well, as in something we can alarm to take a long rest?
Certainly. The room that's actually open, the one that has like the basic servants' quarters, it has 3 beds, 3 pretty medium-sized beds, a closet, and decorated very sparsely.
I check the closet.
You open the closet. Currently it's empty. There is... Actually, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Good boy. Yeah, I could have called that one.
Probably could have. No, regular closet. You don't see anything.
I'm not sure if it's gaming or not, but I wrap the back of the wardrobe with my knuckles and listen.
You wrap it sort of. You start like going to see if you hear anything hollow, and you do. Not like the full back of it, just sort of a little compartment that you didn't notice before. You press it, and then it pops out, and there is a small book there.
Okay,
It looks like a journal.
All right. I take the book.
You take the book. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh boy. Really? Twice in a row?
7.
Yep.
You are, as you reach your hands in there and lift the book up, there's a pressure plate that moves up, and a needle shoots down from the top of the little compartment into your hand.
Can I use Stone's Endurance on this?
Certainly, but I won't have you roll because it does 1 piercing damage. But make a Constitution saving throw for me, as
Okay.
you feel something be injected into your hand.
How did that go? Nope. Just
6.
wow.
Immediately, whatever enters your hand enters your stream, and you just start to feel woozy as you start teetering, and then just back onto the floor unconscious.
Well, we did want a long rest.
So...
What did I miss?
Bandock triggered a trap, found a journal, and got knocked out.
Bandock's dead. So...
Is he? Is he dead?
He's
No,
not dead. He's
sleepy.
unconscious.
He's sleepy.
Wake him up?
You tried to, but to no avail.
Sedated
Oh.
asleep, not
Mhm.
natural asleep.
So... I was going to suggest clearing the other rooms so we didn't, loudly announce which room we would be staying in to whoever wanted to know, but I guess we're just gonna rest here. Hopefully Bandock wakes up at some point. Maybe? Thoughts? Anybody?
Can you repeat the question?
So, Bandock's asleep.
Yeah.
Bandock.
Bandock's asleep. In character. And we still have rooms to explore, but probably
do.
not a good idea to do that when our meat shield is down.
This is true.
So, maybe we should just rest here.
Sounds good to me.
This is about as good as we could probably get, based on the parameters I said before.
Yeah.
And
so,
I doubt we can carry him anywhere.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
I don't think none of you have the strength stores to carry that man.
He's an absolute unit.
He is an absolute unit.
Cheer. Billy wakes up.
Make a medicine check.
Me? Or everybody?
You.
You're the one that thought it. Also, I don't think any of us are good at medicine, so...
Bandock is, but
Of course it is.
Conscious right now.
mhm.
Okay, I've got +1.
None of you checked for traps.
None of us are rogues. That's a rogue thing.
6. Yeah, he's out. There's no way you're gonna wake him up for a while.
How did he get knocked out? Was it sleeping gas?
There
or-
was a secret hole in the closet, and it had a journal. I'm gonna steal a journal from him, by the way. And there was like a trap, and it stung him, and he slept.
Listen,
So
that
you say?
this could
We-
be
we-
poison.
It is essentially a poison that immediately puts whoever's injected with it unconscious.
Neurotoxin, maybe?
okay.
Okay, if you want to get specific in a fantasy world. But yeah,
I'm the one who's I'm the guy with obsession of knowledge. Of course, I'm going to be super specific.
that's fair. I suppose it would be a neurotoxin that just puts them out.
How long
Lovely.
is the dose?
It depended on his Constitution saving throw. He rolled real low, so he's gonna be out for probably 10 hours.
Shit.
Well, resting now wouldn't be a bad idea anyway. Better to keep exploring with daylight.
I'm inclined to agree.
You guys, each of you take one of the beds. I know, Aven, you're going to cast
I set the alarm spell. Yeah, that takes 10
set an
minutes.
alarm as a ritual, and all of you are good to go ahead and take a long rest.
Lovely.
Before we end it off here, because there's things to do tonight, everyone go ahead and roll 20 for me.
Roll a what?
Roll a d20, just a straight d20.
Spicy. That's the sound of a crit fail.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
Oh boy.
You poor dear.
I got me a 3. How fun. Truly, the Sam dice have...
But they are with me, for I have gotten 15 and therefore more than all of you combined. Oh my god.
When that's 2 crit fails.
2 nat 1s.
No.
Oh my god, you guys. Okay. So
I blame you.
all right. So, Bandock, you sleep soundly. You're just perfect, very restful sleep.
As if that was a doubt.
Gehrman, you rolled a 3.
Yep.
So, during the night, you have a nightmare.
Dagon.
Your vision. It's not Dagon.
Damn it.
Your vision shifts out of your body as you start seeing flashes, just images flashing, very quick, like a second on each image. You see the flash of the mine, a dark, foreboding entrance with some sort of evil pouring out of it. Different flashes. You almost snap into the mine with each flash, going deeper and deeper and deeper through a labyrinth of caves as
Dear.
fear begins to take you, and you get another flash of a dark red energy in the shape of a humanoid, and side of this dark red energy, you see a flash of purple. The same purple that took the lizard folk and the snake.
Oh dear.
Aven and Ellyria.
Oh dear. Oh no. No. No.
Both of you have a very, very sleep. You have trouble getting to sleep. You stay awake for an hour. When you do manage to finally drift off, your vision does not flash. Both of you experience just a sight of a deep, deep cavern with an underground lake. Or an underground pond. Very, very small. Stalactites going from the ceiling. You get another flash. Picked clean skeletons littering the bottom of this cave. The sound of shuffling feet as several shapes dart through, examining the bones, shuffling them, cracking them, breaking them. Then you notice something. Those are bones of a human, and those bones are picked clean, but they're wearing clothes that they wore during death. They must have been wearing before they died. You recognize these clothes, both of you. One of the skeletons has the robes that Gehrman wears. The other skeleton
No.
has the armor that
No.
Bandock wears. And they are picked clean. And suddenly, you see the two shapes meld out of the darkness. They're Wendigos, you recognize. But they strangely look familiar. One of them is
No.
clad in robes.
No.
Its fur on the top of its head, sort of blonde, dusty, tiny pits of just blue in its eyes. Aven. That's you. Ellyria. The other one, sort of brown hair, clad in your clothes. A broken bow still strapped to its back as both of you reach up with the remains of your friend's torn flesh off as you just consume it ravenously. Hunger.
I'm done. Nope, I can't. Stop right now.
When you wake up the next morning, both of you will suffer a single point of exhaustion.
Which
gives you disadvantage on saving throws and ability checks.
Okay.
And that's where we'll end it off.
Is there a place I put that on this thing? Or...
No, you'll just
Exhaustion, like-
I'll remember it. I'll remember it and tell you.
That's a hell of a way to
Wow.
end the game.
Oh wait, no, you can. Under conditions, you can put one level of exhaustion.
Well, speaking of the Until Dawn theme,
What's
that?
conditions?
It should be right under your hit points.
Ah. Okay. Yep.
The DM will remember that. And that's where we're gonna end it off today.
Well, today has been quite eventful.
Thank you all
Yeah.
for watching, and I guess we'll see what happens to this fucking train wreck of a party next session.
I guess pray for us to not lose Sam. This is
Goodbye.
feeling more and more like Call of Cthulhu and less like D&D every episode.
So really, no loot drops, huh?
You got the scimitar, but you didn't kill anything, You didn't search any cabinets. You didn't look for valuables.
In all technicality, we searched 2 wardrobes. One of them held a flayed corpse, or rather the inversion of a flayed
Find
corpse,
me.
and the other one knocked me unconscious.
That is true.
I more meant the skin dude. The skinner.
He was clad in skin stealer. He was clad in basic stuff. He had the scimitar strapped to his back.
Unless you wanted the drow skin.
Unless you wanted the drow skin, there wasn't much you could have taken off of that undead. You get the feeling that that undead had already served its purpose, and whatever valuable it may have had on it while it was inhabiting the body of the old Lord Greatshade has been taken.
Okay.
I think it's a sign of how much I enjoy myself. I didn't point out the logical fallacy of, if a needle didn't hurt me, meaning it didn't actually pierce me, how did it poison me?
You failed the dex save.
Yeah, there's just if it didn't hurt me, that means it didn't actually go into me. If it didn't go into me, how did it poison me?
Does a shot at the doctor's office really hurt you?
Oh, yes.
Wait, does that mean hit points are based on pain rather than injury?
It's just pain. It was going to give you 1 hit point of damage, but you Stone's Endurance that away, but it still entered your body.
This is less D&D, and how badly can Ness traumatize us?
Yeah.
Why not both?
You are correct.
All right. So.
We're traumatized right now.
Bye, everybody, I guess.
You both crit failed.
Yeah.
And on that note, I think it's time to end. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.
We did. Good night, everybody.
All right, cut it.